Wait.
What is it?
This might not be related to the case, but I just thought of something. Ryuki, would you mind moving closer to the body?
He's missing one of his back teeth.
Yes, the first molar of his upper jaw was completely removed from its root.
Okay.
Judging by the impression left in the gums, it looks like it was removed just recently. The identity of the deceased has been confirmed through facial recognition. Jin Furue, 29 years old, the CEO of Music Food Co., Ltd. He's also an executive at several IT firms, consultation companies, investment firms, and advertising agencies. His columns and essays are featured in various magazines and online media. He's quite a successful author. By the way, Ryuki, there's something about the corpse's head that's been bothering me. It's hard to see from here, so here's the image I took earlier.
What's this?
It's an enlarged picture of Jin's temporal region, near the back of his head. It's hard to see because of the hair in the way, but there are signs of traumatic subcutaneous hematoma. In other words, there's bruising. I think he got hit with a blunt object.
Someone hit him from behind?
Probably, but I don't think this is a fatal wound. There's no damage to the skull or brain itself. And as you can clearly see, his cause of death was being split in half. There are no other visible wounds besides the head trauma. He must have been cut in two while he was alive.
Once again, that sounds like that really sucks.
The estimated time of death was about 40 hours ago. Today is February 10th, current time 2200, which means he died around 6 o'clock February 9th.
Okay, so it's February. So it's about 4 months after the end of the last game. Okay.
Yesterday morning.
There's hardly any blood left in his body. His body must have been left with his legs slightly raised and the cut side facing the ground. Blood naturally flowed out as a result, leaving the cut surprisingly clean and visible. The cut appears to have been made by something far thinner than paper.
Thinner than paper?
For example, something with 0 thickness, like a 2D surface.
There's no such...
Or like a teleporter accident.
What's more is that it doesn't seem like the connections between molecules were severed. The structure of the molecules themselves have been cut.
So it's going to be a little hard to understand, so feel free to skip this if you'd like. Among scientific bonds, there is the intermolecular bond, which uses electrons to bond, and the intermolecular bond, which is the bonding of molecules themselves. Did I read that wrong? Intramolecular and intermolecular bond, which is the bonding of molecules themselves. Intramolecular bonds are stronger than intermolecular bonds. So when something is cut in half, it's usually the intermolecular bond that is severed. However, Jin Furue's body was severed at an intramolecular bond level. That's it for the science part. Please continue to enjoy the main story. I believe I've heard about that at some point during like a science lesson. Not the cutting people in half part, but you know, the intra and intermolecular thing. Okay, I want to see the sign.
Fray to free?
Fray can mean battle, tatter, ravel, or strain. Free is self-explanatory.
To set free or release.
So the phrase could mean something like fight to set free.
It also has a QR code on it.
What's with that QR code?
The thing is, there seems to be an error in the Abyss communication system. We're having issues getting online.
That's convenient.
What? Come on.
What? You got a problem with that?
No, not at all.
I wondered, because, you know, obviously there's no way I would notice this. I wonder if at any point, maybe, like when a scene transitions or when like you get a zoomed in shot like this, I wonder if they changed the QR code at any point. Like just to see if somebody would check it later on, or notice that like some of the little bits have been moved around a little bit and it leads to a different link that maybe has like an Easter egg or something. Though you could potentially count being able to look this up on your phone in IRL an Easter egg in itself, but that'd be an interesting Easter egg, wouldn't it? I doubt many people would catch that. Oh, is that all I get?
Ryuki, I've got a connection.
The sign was the big thing. Okay.
The QR code link. It leads to a ViewCube page.
A ViewCube?
ViewCube? You mean...
Yes, the video streaming site.
Well, now I'm kind of wondering if I wanted... Because I was going to put this video in, just like splice it in myself, but if they're about to show it to us, maybe maybe I just won't have done that. I guess you would have seen that by now, but I haven't edited the video, so I couldn't tell you.
Whose account does the channel belong to?
No idea. It was registered using an alias.
Okay. Open it.
What?
I'm sorry. Can you please open it?
That's better.
Yep. This is it, although it was a rectangular video, not a diamond-shaped video. It also appears to be slightly zoomed in, which is weird. You know, I think I will leave the original video in at the spot I did, which I guess you would have already seen. Just, that was almost certainly zoomed in. I think you saw like 3 eyeballs at a scene. I think there were definitely like 5 in there if I remember looking at the video right. Not that it makes a difference, I guess, because it's still like a random, you know, mishmash of stuff happening. Like, what's happening? But still, for being able to see what it is, I'll definitely leave it in there, and if I see any more in the future, I'll probably do that. I'll splice them in.
What's wrong, Ryuki?
Whoa. Whoa. Oh no. The video was actually just about... Oh. Oh no. I got the Japanese voice acting now. Man, we shouldn't open that video file. It was a virus the whole time. And unfortunately, when you have a robot eyeball, getting a virus just means you die. Or you, like, you know, change language packs or something. Probably messes up your vision a little bit.
Hey.
Hey, that was weird. You just started talking in Chinese.
Are you okay?
Or Japanese, probably.
Yeah, I'm fine. Don't worry about me.
So main character, like, didn't even find that to be a strange thing. Alright, then. Well, I'm glad my phone didn't explode when I, you know, looked it up. Oh no, I hope I don't have a virus now in my brain. Oh, that's kind of cool. I like that split right there. That was cool. I definitely saw Date, or not Date, whatever that guy's name was. It started with an S. It was like Saito or something like that from the first game. You know, the one that we thought was Date.
It's Brahmin.
Let's see, how long have we been going for? I don't have an exact time, especially with my break, but I'm going to guess we've been going for an hour. We'll probably go for another hour, I think.
You are familiar with it?
Yeah, I've been here a bunch of times. Ryuki is supposed to be here?
I'm certain of it.
Okay, let's go in.
It's nice to know he's coping well. Kind of hoping for a little more flavor text. I think the first game did this a lot too. Where a lot of the stuff didn't necessarily have unique dialogue, but every now and then you'd find something and they would just say something really dumb, which kind of made all of the not important dialogue worth it.
It's a picture of Ganesha, the Hindu god. Ganesha is worshipped as the god of wealth, especially by merchants.
We'll get to you in a minute. It's interesting. An oil drum is your entrance plant thing. Doesn't seem like a very high-end restaurant here. Yuki.
Jin Furue's other half was found. The other side of his corpse. The one we couldn't find 6 years ago. The time of his death was around 12 o'clock today. What do you think that means? Answer me, Ryuki! You were in charge of the HB case, weren't you?
Doesn't really look that much different.
Make it a sidebar, please.
Ugh. Just what kind of dream is he having?
How should I know?
Should we try wink syncing?
Forget it. It'd just be a waste of battery.
Wink syncing? Is that going to be a new thing in this game?
They're gone.
Where to?
I don't know. Maybe to the mirror world?
What?
Geni, being this man? Full name, Gen Ishiagane. I met him several times in the past when I was in Date's left eye socket.
Yeah, Geni is the owner of this fusion restaurant, Brahmin. He runs it all by himself without hiring any help. Where could he be? It's not like him to leave his customers like this. Ryuki, please, tell me about 6 years ago. I want to know all about what happened back then. The HB case and the explosion are related. If I can solve the HB case, maybe I can figure out where he is.
I'll take a double shochu curry shot.
This is futile, Mizuki. Ryuki's blood alcohol level is 0.32%. He is quite intoxicated. In fairness, the reason he's like this now is because of that incident. He had psychological issues before, but the events of the case deepened his condition. As you can see, he now spends his days drowning himself in alcohol.
So if we solve this case, we might be able to heal his trauma?
It's possible.
And it's all the more reason for him to help. For his own sake, too.
Still, I doubt he would wake up even if you cut his eyelids off. What will you do?
Isn't it obvious?
Cut off his eyelids. Alright, we're gonna drag him back to Abyss. And get our first trial sync scenario? Case? I don't know. I remember you pointy, whatever, coat guy. Didn't you end up being evil in one point? Or maybe that was just in a different timeline that never happened. Well, didn't happen in the canon timeline, let's just say that.
I'm still here. I've always been here.
Hey, did you hear something?
Yes, that's the cleaning lady.
Oh, okay. Wait, what?
It is nice that they're reusing locations from the first game. I mean, maybe you would consider that not nice, but they had a lot of good tracks from the first game and a lot of decent locations. And by reusing them, you know, they can get more mileage or they can put more effort, I should say, into story and new features and stuff like that. So I don't necessarily mind it as long as, you know, the other stuff makes up for it. Let's just say that.
Creepy girls used to climb out of those things in the old days.
Creepy girls.
That's right. Or was it just one girl? If you copy the tape, is there more than one girl? Or maybe one is real and the rest are clones? They didn't do a good job of explaining it.
Either way, it's creepy.
Yeah, I'm not going to read off of everything, especially right now when I'm still slightly sick. I want to give myself more reason to be sick by reading off small flavor text things. It's so bright in there.
Hey!
Mizuki, I think you're wasting your time trying to talk to him. He's so soaked in alcohol, you could light his breath on fire with a match.
He slumped over like a bent nail, that's why they call it hammered.
Yo, Ryuki, get up!
Careful, Mizuki. If you wake him up now, we'll be the ones mopping up the mess.
It's Pewter. His real name is Fuda Amanoma, but everyone calls him Pewter. Like me, he's a member of Abyss, a genius engineer who manages the sync system and other machines. He's also Iba's creator and takes care of her maintenance. Let me explain some things I put on hold. First we'll go with Abyss. It stands for Advanced Brain Investigation Squad. They're an organization created to use state-of-the-art technology to investigate the insides of the human brain. During criminal investigations, it's commonplace to talk to suspects and witnesses to gather information. But some of them stay mum or have disabilities or too traumatized to speak. What should we do with these people? Go into their heads. It's like sinking, actually. Sink into the deepest parts of their psyche and interact with their hidden secrets. We call this sinking. The person performing this is the sinker. The sinker goes into the somnium of suspects and witnesses to look for hidden hints. It's the job of Abyss to use this information to find the true culprit. That was a little bit.
Wait, you didn't see her at the stadium?
I did, but she's not back yet?
Of course not. This is Boss we're talking about. She's probably at a host club in Kabukicho, licking the salt off her third tequila shot right about now. I know. I got the report. Jin Furroway's right half was found in Studio Devitas 6 years ago. The other half was found at the stadium today, correct? But the corpse's estimated time of death was around 12 today. No signs of the body having been frozen. And Jin doesn't have any twins. The theory of the right and left half belonging to different people was debunked earlier, too.
What do you mean?
We got the DNA results. The DNA extracted from Jin's right half 6 years ago. The base sequence was an exact match with the left half that was found. A 100% match. They definitely belong to the same person. The right half was found 6 years ago on February 10th. Today is also February 10th.
Ah, yes, it's the same day. That must mean something.
What could it mean? Mizuki, do you really intend to sync with him?
Would it be a problem because he's drunk or something?
No, but what I mean is, you haven't gotten permission from Boss, have you? I understand how you feel, Mizuki. I'm sure you want to solve the HB case more than anyone. After all, you lost two very precious things due to that incident. Date, of course, and... your left eye.
I think I sort of remember that now. I didn't look that part up.
At least we didn't have to extract your eye to insert the AI ball. There was nothing left to extract.
I am glad the room was vacant. I don't do well with roommates.
Listen, you shouldn't delve too deeply into this case. I have a very bad feeling about all this.
Don't worry. Boss didn't technically give me permission to sync, but she did assign the investigation to me.
She did also technically not give me permission to not sync. Didn't not.
Are you sure about this?
Yeah,
There will be no turning back.
I know.
I see. Then let's get started. What happened 6 years ago? Ryuki's memories may hold the answer.
Yeah, I think we'll go through the sync, and then that'll probably be it, because that'll... If I remember right, these things take over half an hour. Probably more like 45 minutes. Although this is like an intro one, so it may be a shorter one.
Mizuki, the time limit with Insomnium is 6 minutes. Stay there any longer, and your consciousness will be absorbed into the subject's mind.
I got it. This isn't my first time syncing, you know.
Okay then, let's begin.
Resist all out your heart to take you. Never let this merciless world erase you. Passing down the light of the torch to guide you, and you shall be bathed in light.
I've been practicing. How's my dancing?
Yeah, looking good. Wriggling around like a freshly caught shrimp.
Oh, no, not you two. I'm too cute to be a shrimp.
Hey, listen. Now's no time for a dance number. We have an investigation to handle.
Ah, yes, my apologies. I felt compelled. Oh, Mizuki, do you know your way around Somnia? If you are assigned to this case, you will be syncing many times, I'm sure. Would you like a refresher?
Yeah, we'll take the tutorial. It has been a little bit.
Yeah, sure. A little refresher course couldn't hurt. Not that I need it or anything.
Understood. I will be ready to assist you when the time comes.
Okay.
Got it. Thanks. All right, then.
This desk and camera are from the interrogation room.
But there's no walls or ceiling. What am I supposed to do in a place this bare?
Well, before anything... Somnium scan! Activate!
gonna say, just start investigating random stuff. That's normally, you know, what makes you figure things out.
This layer of Ryuki's somnium appears to have 3 mental locks.
So I gotta unlock those, right?
Correct. By doing so, you can travel deeper into his psyche. The truth is found in the deepest layer.
Like onions. Oh. Remind them of, yes.
Okay, I'll start with this room first.
Right. There isn't much to interact with, but there must be a way to continue.
Okay.
A folding chair. Same as the kind in the interrogation room.
Right, and this is just the tutorial, so they're not making us actually take time, but most of these actions do take time.
Try sitting on it.
There. Oh! What?
All of our colors are out of whack. Oh,
Ryuki!
Mizuki, now is your chance to question him.
okay. So these are the 2 routes, right? That this breaks into, it looks like? And I guess it doesn't really matter what route we take. Because if it's anything like the last game, which I'm going to guess it is, you got to do all the routes in order to get through, so it doesn't really matter. Slap them.
Mizuki, you cannot get away with this just because you're a member of law enforcement. According to Criminal Law Entry 195, Special Civil Assault, you can be punished for abuse of authority.
Chill, we're in a dream. It's fine.
Well, at this rate, we won't get anything out of him. Wake up! Fine. Screw it. Guess I'll just do what has to be done.
Dang.
Iva, that's enough! You're violating criminal law entry 195.
Okay, I guess that one didn't work.
Ryuki, can you tell me what you know about the HB case?
Why do you keep making me remember? Damn it. Damn it. I was so close to finally forgetting. Please. Stop!
Iva? Iva, you okay?
Yeah, it just got really bright. What was that explosion?
That blue thing. Is it an eyeball?
Ryuki, do you know the culprit?
Did we make any progress there?
What is this? Wait, it's a reverse sync. What? Ryuki's consciousness is flowing into your brain, Mizuki.
What the heck is a reverse sync? We got new content. They never used to do this before. Oh, hello.
Huh? This is...
Mr. Date's house.
I got 20 eyeballs? What the heck do I do with an eyeball? Okay, so we still haven't made any progress. think this is a track from the first game, too. It feels very familiar.
What is this? Soup?
Not to mention, of course, that this was a, okay, we're very slowly making progress. Not to mention this was an area from the first game as well, of course. Being Date's apartment.
The culprit's name.
Oh no. Crap. We could make up something, right? Well, actually, the last name fits Date. What was his first name? I mean, it's just 4 letters. It could be literally anything, not Date.
I don't know.
Intrusion thwarted.